Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Wings of Wonder, our nicheling tribe who has finally, after so long, managed to find what they were looking for. The Wings of Wonder, with a gold and red nicheling named Takirta, no less. And he was only a one-winged nicheling, but that one wing was enough to dazzle the entire tribe, as you guys know from last time. So I actually updated you guys about all of the story, the evolving lore, the different gemstone meanings in the last episode, so I highly recommend checking that out if you happen to be curious about it. But I would like to go ahead and just keep jumping on and carrying on, or should I say flying on, starting now, because we have wings! We have wings and they can actually take flight. This is going to be amazing. So over here, little Sunspot, who is one of our sickly fussy princes, is kind of flapping his wings and starting to stretch them a little bit. His father has just passed away, and that has sent his mother Lemon Song into an absolute tailspin of sorrow, because she basically saw herself as kind of like the wife, the mate of a legend, and now that legend has passed, and our tribe has to sort of reel with the reality of the nicheling that they searched for so many generations having been found and then dying. And I think that they are all kind of in a state of shock and mourning and confusion, because what do they do now that that special nicheling, who was a little bit simpler than any of them wanted to admit, now that he has passed on, what do they do? So I think that we're going to go ahead, we're going to let all of our current lilies do a little bit of singing. Rose Lily, Sun Lily, and Thistle Lily happen to be the three singing lilies of the moment. Anna Lily has actually been asked to come over so that she can watch over some of the young, the not sickly young. Oh my gosh, are they all sickly? I do not want to sacrifice Anna Lily's life, so we're going to say that she was called back to the singing stump so that we can sing out our song of mourning for the loss of a legend, who really, as all of we know, wasn't that great, but the tribe, you know, they elevated him to the status of nearly a nicheling god. So we're going to sing out. Thistle Lily is going to have a turn singing her sorrow. We will allow Sun Lily a chance to jump up there and sing about it. And Rose Lily will finish up the song today. Oh my gosh, and then Rosalie has summoned Von Ronu. Oh my gosh, he's actually quite attractive, to be honest. A and D, and it was Rosalie who summoned him. Oh my gosh, K and F, A and D. That sounds like, and he has purse snout recessive and scorpion tail recessive. Hello there, sir. So yeah, he just appeared out of nowhere while the lilies were singing the song of mourning for Takirta. So we're gonna have Nightleaf jump over, and he, and possibly Kisho might jump down too. And, oh, hold still. Nightleaf is going to try to chase down this interloper to figure out who he is. On the Lily can clear the grass away. And yeah, they're gonna try to tackle him. He's a little bit fast for them, but the two males are going to try to protect the lilies and see what on earth is going on. Maybe little Leon can help out. Oh, he's getting away again. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, little Leon will rush over and he will try to help out with catching this strange nicheling. Since he too knows that he has a job. Being descended, he is actually like from the lion line. I think we're gonna start naming them the lion line, or the justice line maybe. Lion line is a really good one actually. But he is a nicheling born from a father with that beautiful peacock tail, who also believed that with the great beautiful peacock tails came great responsibility at upholding a sense of justice and duty for the tribe. So Leon, I think he's going to be from the lion line, which is Joy's mate, and Joy has a little family to watch over. I'm a little nervous. Poppy Lily can come over. She's kind of a retired lily because she mostly has a ton of children to watch over now. But we'll have Love Lily jump down here, Joy will jump over here, and Poppy Lily will jump down here so that we can watch over all of the babies together. And then we have Lily Lemon, who is a lily but her name is flipped, and Love Lily, who is sick, but I think it's just a common cold. Hopefully it will go away soon. And now, after so long, Joy and Poppy, the two sisters, can watch over the remaining children together. And we also have little Javon, who is the younger brother of Leon. So yeah, they might start the lion side of the family tree, and we might have to see where the sun side goes and where the lion side goes, since eventually this will be turned into a bird of paradise challenge. And we'll have to see how it turns out there. All right, we'll come back to this stranger who ran off, and Keisho and Mousily just had Dapple. Oh, Dapple Leaf! I forgot how amazing you are! And they need to have another child. So they're going to come over here. Keisho, there we go. They're going to go ahead, and Mousily is going to make a little nest. And we have to scooch Keisho over. Unfortunately, he is going to pass away next turn. So I'll have him scoot over here. And there's a rogue male. Of course he would want to protect his beloved mouse lily from the rogue male, but they had an amazing child in Dapple Leaf. In fact, I kind of am curious, who is your favorite of our current top 3 male nichelings? Is it Leon, Dapple Leaf, Sunspot, or is it Ravenleaf? I'm very curious to know, because we've got kind of 3 really fantastic males, and this will kind of be like a male-centric play as we continue going on, since they're the ones with the fancy tail feathers. But we still have the lily line, and don't forget, pretty soon we're going to restart our Sirens of the Sea, now that we can actually sing, challenge as well. So just keep that in mind, guys. All right, anyway, all of that rambling aside, Nearleaf is kind of a very practical nicheling and believes in, oh, and he can come down. Nearleaf can actually come over and see what Lemon Sky is up to. Poor little Lemon Sky, having lost his father, shall hopefully find comfort in staying by Nearleaf's side and having Nearleaf kind of act as an adoptive father to him. And Lemon Song, F and C, C and C, H and C, F and Z, unfortunately. Lemon Song is like really closely related to K and F. Well, she's still got F immunity. To all of the nichelings here. So I think that she is just going to be in a state of mourning over having lost her mate. Oh no, and the rogue is coming! Get away! You cannot go near who is now going to be regarded as basically like a nicheling queen. Alright, but Lemon Song would try to defend her child, so she'll stay there. Is that everybody now? Pretty much. And now, having worked on, you know, exercising his wings for a minute, Sunspot is going to shock everyone while they stand here, still trying to gather their thoughts, still mourning the loss of a nicheling myth and god. Sunspot is going to take flight. What? That was so cool! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! Do it again! What on earth? Oh my gosh, they don't even move their arms. I don't know what I was expecting, but that was so funny. Oh my gosh. And thus, Sunspot has begun a new era of myth and wonder, where he lifted, quite literally, the spirits of the entire nicheling tribe. And instead of being in a state of mourning over Takirta, they are realizing that Takirta's sons, with the double wings, have done something no nicheling of their tribe has ever done before. And that is taking flight. So let's see what happens now. I think everybody would be shocked and excited about this. Are those seriously Bogo Barinas? Oh, everybody's taking. Oh no, Keisho! Keisho, he passed away. Oh, I'm so sad for that. And holy cow, Mouse Lily, you just had the most amazing child. Look at her. She is stunning. And she also has peacock tail. Oh my gosh, what are we going to call her? So Keisho, who is one of my favorite nichelings, I wish I had realized, well, Mouse Lily met him as soon as she could actually start having children, now that I think about it. Oh, and Mouse Lily is actually one of the eldest children between Joy and Mouse Lily. Who's your dad? Who is your dad? Because it's not... Okay, there's Zenith. There's Lemon Petal. There's Honor. Joy, you had lots of children. Gia? Oh, Mouse Lily. Oh, he's over here. Sorry, don't mind me. The family tree is a little big, so I got confused. But how wonderful. Oh my gosh, look at her. We're going to name her Skunk Lily, which is actually a real plant, but it would be so perfect for her. Look how beautiful she is. I'm so in love with our lily line, you guys. I almost wish I had like a picture of all the lilies where it was like a lily garden and they were all singing the songs of their people to each other. And skunk lily may sound like a weird plant, but it is a real plant. So we're gonna go ahead and have little skunk lily. Now who's sick? It doesn't tell me. All right, so we'll figure that out in a second. But that was amazing. I'm really sad that we lost Kisho. We do, however, have a baby Barina, and we actually want to try to grab some of his genes so that we can have Barina hind legs. That's not a requirement for the Birds of Paradise challenge, mind you. Just it'd be cool if we got it. The things that are a requirement for the Birds of Paradise challenge before we really get it starting are going to be bird beak and maybe platypus beak. But again, platypus beak is just kind of a bonus beak. But let's go ahead. We're going to say that Nearleaf, who is quite sickly in his own right, sees pity on all of the gathered creatures before him. And Nearleaf sees a hungry orphaned Barina, who we did have to take out his mom because she was trying to eat us. But he's just a little guy, and Nearleaf has a big heart. He sees an orphaned Lemon Sky, who will probably soon start taking to the skies himself. And he sees a Dodomingo that is just staring him deep into the eyes, and he decides to feed all of them. So let's go ahead. We're going to offer food to that guy, and we're going to say that Nearleaf also gathers up some more food. There we go. And then we're going to gather up this food. Coolleaf has taken the hits, and Sand Lily, I think, would feel quite humbled. So we'll let these two kind of rest for a second and maybe do some fishing together. Oh, good job, Coolleaf. You actually managed to get some of that. And then, let's see, who else do we need to tend to? Well, Ravenleaf, sickly Ravenleaf, is here in the back shadows where Glory Lily is actually hiding with her single wing. And Ravenleaf and Glory Lily actually could potentially be mates. Somehow she has toxic body and platypus beak recessive, and he has heat body recessive. But I think their eyes met in the grasses, and she's still quite young, but she can pluck off these toxic berries and eat them. And I think that Ravenleaf would find that fascinating. So we'll clear out the grasses a little bit, and he has found another bush back here. So Glory Lily has kind of always been a secret because her mother Sand Lily mated with the Kirta behind Lemon Song's back, which would not go over well. I think Lemon Song would be quite infuriated by that. So we'll have to see how that goes. And oh man, Ravenleaf, if only I could get you over to the healing plant sooner. If only he could fly, then he could just go straight to the healing plant. Man, having wings is going to make us so powerful, you guys. Oh my gosh. All right. Well, Cuckoo, oh, you need renamed. What the heck, little one? So you have a brother in Lemon Sky and Sunspot. And then you are also of the Lemon line, but you're also of the Sun line. So I think I'm going to name him, let's go with Sunsky? Sunsky? Why not? We'll start adding sky onto the end of things. So we'll name him Sunsky, and he is another one of the fussy princes. And speaking of fussy princes, I think Sunspot is just going to start having some fun. He's just all over the place. You can't contain this kid. He is flying all around the place. His brother is going to start up this too. I mean, Lemon Sky is excited. He's also got the ability to fly. They can go wherever they want, and now they're just crisscrossing and flying over the heads of our entire tribe and having them just be completely blown away with awe. We do not currently have a blue bird overhead, so I'm going to let Lemon Song destroy this bush, and she's going to be trying to gather her thoughts and think. I moved him because he's sickly. She's going to be trying to gather her thoughts and think about what to do now. She feels like she should be the leader of this tribe, so at the very least, she can kind of be in charge of her sons, if only they were not flying away from her all the time. And we'll tend to them in just a second. Meanwhile, down here, I think Nightleaf would feel like it is his job to protect the gathered nichelings, all of the lily singers, for instance. And I think that little Leon is going to go with him. Aha! Leon, you found him! Whoops, I didn't mean to just immediately invite this guy into the tribe, but I guess I did. Alright, well, Von Ronu, who happens to have purse snout and lean body recessive, and scorpion tail recessive, hidden scorpion tail, and A and D immunity. We have D immunity, Do we have A immunity in the family? Let us check, my friends. We do not! So he might actually end up being important for breeding with, and at least interesting to have along. So we'll say that he is just chasing fish, but he's been brought back in for questioning. Oh, and we can actually get this nut right there. And then a whole bunch of fish. There we go. I don't think we've unlocked any of the fishing genes, perhaps. Yeah, there's fishing tail that we might want to play with in the future. We are still working on getting bird beak now that the boys are flying. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of like, I mean, we're birds, not fish, so it's not like super critical to get them. But there's a whole bunch of genes we can start collecting. Mouse Lily has her son Dapple Leaf and her daughter Skunk Lily. Absolutely beautiful. And over here, Love Lily is no longer sick, so she can start going over. We might need some more tree stumps. Have we unlocked that gene yet? Gosh darn it. No, we have just 2 more calls. 2 more calls, and then we can unlock the peafowl gene, which we can give to any of the lilies who do not have peafowl tail feathers, which are only a couple of our nichelings now. Very nice. Rose Lily, if you'll do the honors. Yes! All right, so we're gonna go ahead and give the peacock tail to all of the nichelings who do not have it right now. And that's gonna include you, my boy. And that's gonna include Lemon Song. So, Vandronu, we'll go ahead and give you peacock tail. Well, he's got that cool scorpion tail recessive. So he's a wanderer who just came into the tribe, so I'm gonna prevent him from possibly passing that on, or like I'm just not gonna give it to him because he's literally a wanderer with fresh genes. But all of the nichelings who are in our tribe, if they don't have wing, they get wing, and if they don't have peacock tail, they get peacock tail. And that's just so we can start kind of isolating the genes, even if they don't end up having a baby. And yeah, there's definitely better genes that I could give some of them, but I want to make sure that wings are at least a possibility in the tribe. So we're going to give you wing. You already have peacock tail. Glory Lily, you already have wing, so you're only going to get peacock tail. And some of the babies that we may have in our Birds of Paradise challenge may not have the ability to fly, or they may not have peacock tails, so they won't be as attractive, and they won't win nest spots as a result of that. But we'll go into that in the future. All right, Flameleaf, do you smell that rogue anywhere? Because I really don't want... Oh, there's the bones. Oh, it's the bones of the rogue. Good job, Flameleaf. Good security right there. All right, let's go ahead and swap out. Sunlily, I guess she can do one more song, but now that we've unlocked Peacock Tail, I guess the lilies could start traveling. Like, this lily, you want to travel? I mean, she can come over here and eat some coconuts. This is a good question. I mean, I guess as long as there is a lily assigned to it, and maybe we should have, like, the most attractive female to the tribe? Any of the ones who have peacock feathers would be the most attractive. And then I guess, let's say their fertility is the next thing. So if you have peacock tail, you're very attractive to the tribe. And the higher your fertility, even though you can't see that, we'll say just as in the luminosity of their feathers, how shiny their feathers are, that would make you very attractive to the tribe. And then what would be another thing that for this tribe would be kind of attractive? Maybe ram horns? They both have ram horns. Like, I think it's between Rose Lily and Sun Lily, and even Mouse Lily. No, Mouse Lily is out because of fertility. So it's between Rose Lily or Sun Lily for being able to take over control of this stump and be a, like, permanent singer. I think Sun Lily would win because of yellow. I don't know. Like, let me think about this for just a split second, guys. In the future, we're actually going to have a really fun random way of saying, like, oh, the females prefer, like, this coloring for the next 20 days. And then time goes on. And now the females prefer nichelings who have spots. And so that will change the attractiveness level between different competing males. But that'll be for the Birds of Paradise challenge. And we'll talk about that in the future. I think it's kind of a tie. So when it's a tie, I'm going to roll a dice. Evens for Sun Lily, odds for Rose Lily. Oops, that landed sideways. And it's odds. So Rose Lily has actually won control of this tree stump. And we'll just let the other lilies start wandering and helping us gather food and things like that. So speaking of which, we can go ahead And Joy, we'll let Joy kind of wiggle over. She has a little bit of a cold for no reason, but we'll have her wiggle over and start doing a little exploring. Maybe a little hunting. Love Lily will tend to the bones of her father, and her mother Poppy Lily will come over. I mean, they can just start exploring. They've been set free. Lily Lemon, do you have? Lily Lemon has less fertility, so right now the tree stump, I guess the tree stumps would be special places for the females to call at, and eventually trees, which will have nests inside of them, will be special places where the males will rule. But oh, Javon, I didn't mean to leave you alone. Oh, whoops, did not mean to do that. Let's do this, so maybe you'll be okay. All right. Yeah, don't mind me. Sorry, guys. There's a lot of like future rules for the challenge I have to think about, and I think the only thing we really need to unlock now is that bird beak. Yeah, we'll focus on bird beak, and then after we do that, we'll revisit the subject. Oh no, I spread the sickness. Lily Lemon, you weren't supposed to get sick too. Joy, that was not the part of the plan. All right, well, we'll continue doing a little bit of fishing with our new friend Vanro right over here, who can also do a little bit of noodle worming. Oh, and he's trying to help with the fish in his own way. There we go. Yeah, we've got quite a few fish. Oh, there was another healing plant over here. How fantastic. All right, and I'm gonna let Flame Leaf, let's see, what does he smell? I'm gonna let him discover some of these spots. I mean, he could have a mate. H and C immunity is pretty good. Any of these? I mean, H and C, D and F with Sunlily. H and C, D and F. There we go. All right, so I've got some answers there. All right, so Anna Lily, you can go ahead and start exploring. And I think it's an age of exploration because we've always stuck together and been singing. But now clearly that the boys can fly wherever they want, and clearly that they are, like, they're taking total advantage of the ability just to fly off and to kind of go wherever their hearts desire. I'm gonna say that that has given all of our nichelings a desire. Are you on top of the tree? He is, and he can actually call from on top of the tree, and he can shake the tree from the top without us like risking getting hit. That is so cool. Oh my gosh, we're definitely gonna explore that more. All right, come along, my dear. Lovely, you can follow your mom. So yeah, it is an age of exploration, and it has gotten all of our nichelings excited. So if they are not directly related to like a spot they're in charge of, like Anna Lily, down you go. And this is now Rose Lily's spot to sing at. And if she manages to summon up a mate, cool for her. I think she actually is the one, yeah, Rose Lily's actually the one who summoned Von Ronu. So I think she's gonna do a couple calls. And Von Ronu's big giant ears are gonna like perk up, and he's gonna go check out what she's up to. Meanwhile, Skunk Lily, you are of the Lily line. Let's go ahead and give you those marks. And Dapple Leaf, oh, he is so attractive too. That's really cool. All right, Mouse Lily, you can start exploring with your children. I think that would be a good idea. And we'll have your son follow you. And then I think everybody is just kind of going to start talking to each other. Like everyone's in a tizzy of excitement over the fact that there's more places to explore now. Look at what the amazing flying princes are up to. Isn't that just so fascinating? There we go. We'll get these ones moved over. And I feel like Nearleaf. Should I let him eat the food? I'm trying to let the princes, who it looks like Lemon Sky and Sun Sky are unfortunately going to pass away really soon. So Sunspot is sort of the lead prince. I really like Nearleaf, and I kind of want to let him eat this, but he's going to make everybody sick if I send him down. So Nearleaf is still hanging out and just taking care of the Dodomingo in this little group. All right, and meanwhile, Coolleaf, I think Coolleaf wants to see if he can defend this side of the river. And Sandlily, she has been away from her daughter. Oh, did she just unlock something? I think Sandlily just unlocked Fishing Tail. In a weird twist of fate, I'm going to give that to Glory Lily. Just as like a really weird thing that her mother possibly passed on to her before her mom like went. I'm going to say she's sort of lost with Coolleaf in the swamp for a minute. And then Ravenleaf has actually managed to discover some new toxic berries to share with the lovely Glory Lily, who has the amazing wing. And I'm going to say Ravenleaf and Glory Lily have kind of slunk into the shadows. People have sort of forgotten about them, and they might end up having some bewinged babies that one day Prince Sunspot might find. But all right, let's go ahead and make it the next day. We have a Barina down our heads again. It is raining. There will be food to collect. The lilies have kind of taken charge. Rose Lily has attracted herself a mate. Oh, maybe that should be the rule for now. Once you attract yourself a brand new wandering mate, then you have to get off the tree stump, for crying out loud. Let the other lilies have a chance. So yeah, I think I'll actually have Rose Lily and Von Ronu start having babies, and then the second best lily, which sounds terrible, Sun Lily, will get a chance to start calling and seeing if she can find a wandering mate of her own. Because maybe that is now one of the females, not Sirens of the Sea sort of style, but maybe that's just one of the females' ways of hoping, like, you know, we sung and brought forth the mythical hero, Takirnu of the Wings. So now they believe their song will call forth the love of their life. And some of them believe that, and some of them just might want to pair with a male who's already in the tribe. So that would be kind of fun to play with too. And we're still working on Birdbeak. How's it going, boys? How much more till Birdbeak? A lot more. All right, so let's explore this island and see where their story goes, building off of Birdbeak. And then we're going to have to figure out where we're going to go from there for our Birds of Paradise challenge. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.